Yeah, you have a vehicle I'm interested in. Yeah, Silverado. But the dealership across town has it for $3,000 cheaper.
Wow, $3,000 difference? Let's take a look at it together. The number one reason you're interested in an automobile is because of price. Dealers know this and they use that to their advantage for you to become a lead. So have you ever contacted a dealership? Think back. Have you ever contacted a dealership only to be told you must qualify, you have to hop on one leg, yada, yada, yada?
Yada, yada, yada.
And this happens to thousands of people every single day across the country when they inquiry about a new or used car. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to spot those fake internet prices, the questions to ask when you inquiry to your dealership of choice, and most importantly, if they have dealer add-ons, how to negotiate those out of the deal. So let's hop onto the computer and I'll show you some live examples. So let's start with this first one that I saw. This is a Silverado 1500 regular cab long bed work truck. Now, if you go back a few videos on my channel, you're gonna find out that I tell you that the best discounts you're probably gonna see at the end of the year is $8,000. This one, over $9,200. Work trucks get the least amount of incentives that you can possibly get on a truck. So to have a work truck with over $9,000 in rebates and discounts from the dealership, there's some things to be leery on. Let's show you why. So I think a lot of times when dealerships start itemizing all of these rebates and discounts, it's one, confusing to the consumer. Two, you've got to pay attention to those little numbers at the end of each one. 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. We're going to focus on just a couple of these here. The trade assistance, which is the number one, this is requiring you to trade a 2012 newer vehicle. This is something the dealership is sponsoring. This is not a manufacturer rebate. But when you click on that, this discount has all sorts of stipulations. They stipulate you on the mileage, the Carfax, everything. It's just a hook to get you in there. They probably will give it to you, but most likely they're gonna lowball you on your trade and you're gonna just kind of break even anyways. GM Lease Loyalty. In Louisville, Kentucky, GM Lease Loyalty is kind of a scam. It's a $1,500 rebate that you most likely will not qualify for because a very small percentage of people in Louisville actually lease their Chevrolets. It's very, very small. So for the dealership to put that on their website, they know for a fact that you're not going to qualify for that. And it's just a hook to get you in there so that way they rank up on the algorithms on the websites. Captive savings on this particular one is basically just the dealership saying you got to finance with us. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't like this idea. The dealership is tying your hands in order to make money on the financing. This is not your benefit. This is the dealership's benefit. And then we'll hop down to the military appreciation on this particular one. This is basically saying that if you're in the military, we'll give you an extra $500. Now, we do have Fort Knox down the road from us, but I'll tell you this, if you're a military personnel, never, 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 never buy from an unbased dealership. I see so many ripoffs. They know you're never coming back. They know you're going to be pushed to another branch, to another fort, another whatever. You're going to get deployed. They don't care about you. All they care about is money. Don't buy next to your duty station, ever. This one I find really interesting. It's a 2020 Chevy Bolt. Now, Chevy Bolts have got some amazing discounts. $18,252. Woo! That is huge. This is a $40,000 car, and they discounted $18,252. This is really unique. First of all, you need to pay attention to pictures. Look what you see in the picture. You see where that red arrow is going to? That's a ripoff sticker. Now you guys know in the top right-hand corner of my video, I show you exactly what to do with these ripoff stickers, what they're good for. They're absolutely trash, but I got something a little bit more unique on this one. I actually have a real bill of sale from the customer who tried to buy this car. You're gonna be shocked. So check this out. Market value price $30,248, rebates of $8,500, $21,748. Exactly what it lists online, right? But look at the bottom line. Look at the bottom line, $28,524. What? Where did $8,000 come up from? Let me show you. It's right here on the bill of sale. They call their dealership a name and then they say Advantage. It's $24.95. What Advantage is that? Is that Advantage to the dealership or Advantage to the consumer? For $24.95, I guarantee you it's not Advantage to the consumer. It's Advantage to the dealerships. pockets. Nitro fill. Hey, there we go. Nitrogen fill, $599. Now, a nitrogen is absolutely a scam. 78% of what we breathe is nitrogen. Nitrogen doesn't help your tires. It's snake oil. If you don't think it's snake oil, don't pay for it. Put it in your tires. Okay, I get it. There's the people out there who believe in it. But don't pay for it. It's not worth it. Destination charge. I talk about this one a lot. This dealership is actually charging you additional destination charge over and beyond the dealership. So I guess for them to take it off their lot, to put it on the showroom floor so you can drive it home, it's costing them $1,195. Their destination from the dealership to the cleanup bay to the showroom. That's a ripoff. Before you contact the dealership, the biggest thing to do is look at this box that's on your screen. This is kind of like the fine print, right? It's all the way at the bottom, and when you start scrolling to the bottom and you think you're at the bottom, keep going, keep scrolling, because there's probably more stuff down there. This box basically states everyone qualifies for this price. Everybody gets this price. But it also goes on to say that in order for this price to be eligible, you have to get GM accessories of greater than $1,000. Why? Why do I gotta buy accessories to get a price? That doesn't really mean everyone. So you have to read this stuff. Then they go into all this disclaimers and freight charges and destination and dealer processing fee of $500, which they commonly put in there, not required by law, because they're probably be required by law to put that on there. But you've got to read that fine print. It's huge. So let's talk about those questions that you have to ask on every single deal. Now, it's very important that you do this through some sort of written communication. You want proof of your conversation. You don't want to have to deal with a salesman or a sales manager says, I'm sorry, our rep didn't say that. I'm sorry, our rep shouldn't have said that. Blah, blah, blah. Get it in writing every single time. Number one, always ask if the vehicle is available. It is extremely important to know that that vehicle that you're interested in, you're looking at, is currently available right now. It's the number one question asked by any consumer calling a dealership, but make sure you get that information from the dealership so that way you're not wasting your time. Number two, is there anything in the pricing on your website that I have to qualify for? If there is, how do I qualify for it? And kind of like a 2A or a 2B on that. What happens if I don't have it? Are you still gonna honor the price? It's a good question to ask and see if they'll say yes or no. And number three, this is the most important one. Make sure you ask the dealership to email you over a written proposal on the vehicle you want to purchase. We don't want to play the he said, she said game. We want it in writing so that way you can say, look, Mr. Manager, look, Mr. Salesperson, look, Mrs. So-and-so. We've got it right here. This is your proposal. We want the deal this way. Also, it allows you to see if they're going to add on any BS fees that we've talked about up in the upper right-hand corner of the video. All right, so I want you to pay for all these extra fees.
Oh, really?
Yep. But you don't want to, right?
No.
So
what's that going to do for me?
Right, exactly. So how are we going to negotiate these fees out?
I'm just going to tell you flat out I'm not paying them.
But what if they say, sorry, you have to pay for it, right? You have to do it.
I guess I don't want the vehicle that bad.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna walk away.
Just get up and walk away, right? They're gonna call you. They're gonna text you, right? That's the old adage of negotiating a car deal. Nowadays, these car salesmen are so weak that they'll just let you leave and they'll never contact you, right? So you lose. So the biggest things to do with negotiating a car deal is one, do it when you're ready to buy the car.
Oh,
you got it right now.
I'm ready.
You're ready. So you're only negotiating when you're ready to buy the car. There's no reason to negotiate for a week down the road, a month, year, tomorrow, tonight, later tomorrow. Got to talk to my wife. None of that stuff is relevant when you're trying to negotiate. You want to negotiate and have the upper hand by telling the dealership that you're ready to do business now. It's very important. Number two, we negotiate sitting down. We don't negotiate on our feet.
So we shouldn't be doing this right now.
We shouldn't be doing it because I can just walk away, right? I'm fed up with you and I'm walking away.
But you're the salesman.
Oh, that's right. I'm the salesman.
I got to walk away from you.
So we want to negotiate on our seat, not on our feet, because it's easy to flee when we're on our feet and is much harder, and we're more concentrated when we're sitting down on the seat when we're negotiating. So, and then exactly what she says, you just got to hold your ground. The only things you have to pay for, if you look at the link in the description, we have those worksheets for you. The only thing you have to pay for is the purchase price of the vehicle, your state sales tax, your state registration, DMV fees, and then most likely the dealer doc fee. Outside that, there's nothing else that you have to pay for in a car deal.
I don't have to pay for anything.
I do.
Yes.
I'm the salesman. I'm not buying you a car. But no, that is exactly how you negotiate those fees out. She did it perfect. She's been around the car business for 21 years like I have, and she's on her game when she looks at things from a consumer standpoint. So use those tips, get your best deal, get your car buying experience easy. Watch those videos, and I'll see you in the next one.